Mr. Uber Chats live from Melbourne with Melbourne's #1 Uber driver, Michael Gallus, and we've got a special guest tonight joining us, and that's Clare Tennant. Clare, welcome to Mr. Uber Chats.
Hi Michael, how are you?
Yeah, going well. Lovely to have you in the Uber.
I love being in your Uber.
Well, thank you. We try and look after our passengers, and here comes your puppy dog. Do you want to bring the puppy dog in? Open the door. Oh, we haven't had a puppy dog on Mr. Uber Chats. Come on. There we go. We're trying to get the puppy dog in. There it is. Oh, that is gold.
Michael.
Hello.
Oh,
say hello to everyone. What's the puppy dog's name?
Bosley. This is Bosley.
Bosley. Hello, Bosley. You're the first puppy
Michael.
dog on Mr. Uber Chats, and that'll be Claire's husband, Marty Tennant, jumping in.
Get the car.
Now, are you involved or you're not? If you're not involved, disappear. We've got serious things to talk about, so thank you.
We're having a conversation.
That was Marty Tennant. Used to teach with Marty, and he's gone on to bigger and better things, which is good to see. Into the real world, which I'm enjoying as well. Now, Claire, just talk to all our viewers out there. What have you been doing in Melbourne tonight?
We've been into South Bank and we've had lovely lunch, and then we've been to the R Bar and had a few drinks, and we're now coming home to cook dinner for our little girls who are at home on their own waiting for their parents to return.
And Bosley, what does Bosley normally have for dinner?
Bosley he usually has my dog, and I'm hoping that his sisters have actually fed him some dinner, but chances are probably not very good. He's hungry. He's waiting for his mum.
Yeah, and that's the same in my house. The children, they love their dog, but they don't too good to do with feeding or walking.
No.
Do your kids walk, Paul Bosley?
When they're asked, but their mum tends to walk them. We've got two doggies. We've got Daphne and Bosley.
Okay, so there's plenty of things happening, and they need to be helping out a bit more. Kids, if you're out there, help out your parents by walking the dogs and sometimes feeding them, because the dogs appreciate that. We went away for 4 days, and poor Gigi wasn't fed by our oldest son Thomas and daughter Lily. Even though they told us that they'd fed her because she'd lost 5 kilos. So how does that happen if you're feeding her?
She must have been starved.
Oh, I think she was. So good tip out there. If you're leaving teenagers at home, send someone around to feed the dog. Anyway, I digress. Claire, you had a good dinner in Melbourne. What do you love about Melbourne? Voted this week as the world's happiest city, which is great to hear.
I love how friendly everyone in Melbourne is. I think that when you are travelling around the world, you realise that when you're at home that our city has the friendliest people, and if you ask for assistance or you want to have a joke or a laugh, I think it's a great place to travel, especially if you're on your own. Marty's cousin's out from Scotland and she's been on her own, and she takes herself to the city quite a bit, and she happily sits in restaurants and bars and goes around on her own because she says Melbourne's such a friendly place.
Yes, and that's people, the international tourists that I pick up regularly say that, and it's great to hear that Melbourne's so well thought of across the world. Now you're very young, but you're very wise in your... you're very young and very wise in your experience. What life tip we do on Mr. Uber Chats would you like to give to all the people out there?
I think the life tip I'd give people is to be true to yourself and to believe in yourself, so that, a lot of people doubt themselves, and I think that if you are genuinely happy with what you do, that you tend to make other people around you happy, and I just think it makes for a better world.
Thank you. Great words of advice there from Clare Tennant on Mr. Uber Chats. Bosley, it's been a pleasure. Bosley, see you, champ.
Great to
have our first puppy dog on Mr. Uber Chats, first of many, I'm sure. And that's Michael Gallus, Mr. Uber, Melbourne's #1 Uber driver, about to go out there on the road, and pick up some more people, such as lovely Clare Tennant. Well, Uber and out.
Stay safe.
I will try.
Bye, Michael.
See ya, Claire.